Welcome back to another Ask NCM. My name is Danny Anderegg with NCM Associates. We have a question here. It says, how do I get more people to pull into my dealership? This question is kind of common. We see this a lot in our classroom. But the big thing is to kind of explain how the flow into the dealership has not really changed, but how they get there has, if that makes sense. So it used to be people would just talk to each other. They'd kind of get an idea, hey, this is the kind of vehicle I want. I want a 4-door, I'd like a 7-passenger. Then they would maybe get a magazine, watch TV ads, they would buy a newspaper, and then they would just circle some vehicles in the newspaper. They'd get out on the street and they'd drive around by stores, and then they would pull into the dealership. And so that's what we would call an opportunity to do business. They may drive by and not even have one marked, but they saw something on a front row, so they'll go ahead and pull into that one. Well, it's really the same thing now, except for people aren't in their car. They're not maybe necessarily using the newspaper or a TV ad. They get on the internet and they start doing their research. I think I want a 4-door car. So then they just look at all kinds of 4-doors. And then eventually they start to narrow down that search. So the biggest thing that we need to work on is how do we get them to pull into our store? Well, pulling into our store now is a view detail page, or a VDP. You know, searching the internet, you pull up a page, a search results page, or it's referred to, as an SRP. There's hundreds of vehicles on that page, and so that's what they're doing first to kind of get their information gathered. Then they narrow it down and they start to try to find specific vehicles, and when they click on those vehicles, that's a view detail page. That is them pulling onto your lot. So the biggest thing we need to work on is making sure we have proper pictures. The description of the vehicles are very important. You know, it's not one owner, locally owned and things like that. You got to understand, when they're on a search results page, all they see are like the first 25 words. So we need to make sure that we capture what's unique about each one of our vehicles in those 25 words. And that is us talking to the street, so to speak. So then they'll click on it, and then we have an opportunity to do business. It's kind of, for 5 or 6 years in a row now, view detail pages, they say for all of the view detail pages that you get within your inventory, 1% of those will turn into sales. So it takes 10,000 view detail pages from your inventory just to get 100 sales out of it. So we need to increase our view detail pages, and in doing so, with the right pictures, right descriptions, what's unique about that vehicle, is going to help get them to our store, and that is how we're going to have more traffic or more opportunities to do business. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email askncm@ncmassociates.com. Thank you for listening.